The Mario movie is how you make a feminine character strong and powerful without having to diminish the male characters around her.
Spirit Life!
Hey, I'm Bruce on Spirit Life, and modern Hollywood has gotten it into their heads that in order to make a strong female character, they have to make all of the male characters idiots or incompetent or just toxic male figures all around the feminine heroes, and the females are just completely competent. They don't need a man at all, and you know, they've gone way overboard, throwing the baby out with the bathwater when it comes to writing female characters, and they're just not fun. They're not realistic. There's no camaraderie or there's no teamwork. The Mario movie actually nails Princess Toadstool. And the way that they portray her is she is competent. She's already had training. She lives in the environment where Mario finds himself stranded, and she's able to do a lot of things that he can't do. However, it doesn't make Mario look like he's just a total imbecile. He has to learn to catch up with her, but he has courage, he has heart. She recognizes that. There's one point where she gets captured. I'm not going to give spoilers, but she actually has a really cool plan. She has a lot of skills. She fights her way out, but if it was a regular Hollywood movie, she wouldn't need Mario to rescue her at all, and she would just single-handedly dismantle the entire enemy army. Well, that's just unrealistic. In this film, she does need some extra help, but she's pretty competent on her own, but Mario is able to give extra help, and it's just a really cool look because, again, this is a kids movie. I think young girls like my own, I've got a daughter that's 13 and another daughter who's 12, they need to see strong female characters that aren't just a damsel in distress the way that Princess Toadstool was maybe in the first Mario movie, for example. A lot of people forget, I meant to say the first Mario game, but a lot of people forget in the second game she was a playable character. She was actually doing some amazing stuff that none of the other characters could do. Luigi could jump pretty far, but everyone knows that Peach had the best jump. She could float, and that's where she gets her characteristic floating in Smash Brothers and other games. So even if you go back to the lore of the video games themselves, Peach was competent. She was a good playable character. And so I think that young girls who watch the Mario movie will be able to find themselves and see themselves in Princess Toadstool. They'll be able to see a character who is courageous of her own. She's got skills of her own, someone to aspire to. She's clever, but she's not putting down all the men around her as if they're just toxic or as if they're just incompetent idiots. There's teamwork, and there's a lot of back and forth between Mario, Princess, and Toadstool, or I should say Toad and Luigi. I just loved the movie because it was a quick, self-contained adventure, a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of really cool callbacks to the video games, all the video games from the original Nintendo all the way to the N64 and beyond. And the music was fun, the performances were fun. I liked Chris Pratt. I thought that he did just enough of the Italian plumber kind of thing. I liked the movie's take on their origin. Mario and Luigi were real-life Brooklyn plumbers, and they had a family. I liked seeing their family. I liked seeing them kind of be the underdog, because we're so used to seeing Mario be the hero of every video game, because that's kind of what we've come to expect. But this being his first outing, his first movie, we're not going to count the original, which I liked when I was a kid, the live-action characters. But we're going to count this as like the reboot original. I liked how they made him kind of an underdog. He was short. Only when he ate the power-up mushroom did he become full-size like all the other characters around him, but he was also strengthened. And I liked how he had a little bit of something to prove, but he wasn't completely just, an absolute loser. It's just a little bit misunderstood, and I think kids can relate to that as well. I think that the whole family would enjoy the Mario film. I think that there's nothing really spiritual to talk about. Sometimes I get on here and people want to know, should I watch it, should I not watch it? I think this is safe for the whole family, so it gets 2 thumbs up from me on that regard, but there's not a ton of spiritual discussion in my opinion. Now, you may have found some deep spiritual revelation. The Lord may have spoken to you. God can speak through anything and anyone. He spoke through a donkey, so He can speak through anything. And this movie might have had some profound meaning. You might have found some sort of symbolism there. I didn't quite see anything super deep, but at the same time I did not see anything problematic. There wasn't like a bunch of voodoo, witchcraft, crazy Gnostic symbolism or satanic ritual kind of craziness embedded there. And if there was anyway, I didn't see those type of symbols. But I thought that this was enjoyable. Like I said, it's fun. It's just a good time. And I think that sometimes, you know, everything doesn't have to be ultra Christian, like you're watching The Chosen or Passion of the Christ or whatever. Sometimes you can kind of just check out for 90 minutes and, you know, just have a fun time. The throwbacks, like I said, the Easter eggs will be fun for the adults. There weren't like hidden adult jokes embedded there the way there would have been with like a Shrek movie, so you don't have to worry about that. It's fun for all ages. I think it was an enjoyable film. Gets 2 thumbs up for me on the spiritual aspect as well as just being a regular old film that you can watch. And let me know your comments in the comment section below. Did you think this movie was terrible? Did you hate it? Did you think they ruined the lore of the video games? They ruined your childhood? Or did you think, yeah, it was pretty good? Let me know in the comments. Hit the subscribe button, smash that like button. When you share this video, it actually really helps the algorithm, helps our channel to grow. This is Bruce on Spirit Life.
Won't you come, won't you come?